Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home of Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. We're expecting a full house, and they are more than ready to get things started. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Rice Owls taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hilltoppers will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Campbell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Crosses the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
At the 36, and that's a first down for the offense.
Here we go. Black 24. Black 24. Gaucho.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's out past the 35.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Across the 10. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
What a great sign for this offense, too. This offensive line just seems like they're ready to go, chomping at the bit. They're lathered up, getting pushed, owning the line of scrimmage. When you can run the football well early in games, that bodes great for your offense.
And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Connors. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short.
6-9-1, Gators score. 42 Spiders.
Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Runner is ruled out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And he rolls into the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
Number 0 in the
You
end
love
zone.
as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Western Kentucky 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hutchinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Taking a shot on the first play. What a snag by the defense. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't...
And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Hilltopper. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Connors. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
Running it back. It's Hutchinson. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. The kickoff team is out there after that punt return for a touchdown. They'll try to pin him deep. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Defense in press coverage. This guy can throw it. Going deep. He holds it in and nobody's close. Running toward the tape. And he eluded the defense and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Owls.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Jefferson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Running to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide out in motion. Give to the running back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Touchdown, Rice. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Western Kentucky, 14.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously,
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Looking to move it through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball wasn't picked off. Of course, he threw a pick on the last drive, and this one the defender dropped. This quarterback's got to get his act together.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Owls. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
no doubt, when your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the tailback. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to ride this running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Looking for a crease. It's Young. Turns it on in midfield. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Handoff to the lone back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got it past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on 1st down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Topper.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Liberty rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Lynchburg. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Trying to get to it. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Reels it in down the left side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. He's looking to throw it. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Finds his tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. He finds his man. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things.
Runs out of bounds.
Offense comes onto the field again. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back.
He lost one down the sideline. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, WKU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. wants to pass it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Sends it downfield. Snags it down the right side. Afterburner's coming. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rice.
Number 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
28. Returner runs out of bounds.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
38. Western Kentucky. 28.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They'll give it to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On third down, going up top. He makes the connection. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Now on second down and short. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing, because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hutchinson.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Brings up second down.
Now on second down. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach, because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception. You turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing it.
Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Yeah, you could tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback, receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes a catch at the 15. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Owls! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays. They get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. So they had the blocked extra point, had to settle for 6, and they hope the kickoff goes a little smoother. Coming out with it, it's Hutchinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. On the run, it's Young. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Wants to throw on first down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Owls. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Rice, 51, Western Kentucky, 28.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. We've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Wants to throw on third. Caught close to the marker. It's Hutchinson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can...
Looking for the end zone. And he's thrown another interception.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Rice, 51, Western Kentucky, 28.
First down to start the drive after the break. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here.
Let's go.
Corners are going to bail. Hold and finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Off play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the fourth quarter. They say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us. And apparently, they live in the second world as this coach.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires left. Pulls it in. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I really like this slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
325.
They're going to throw it again. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there. They're still battling. They're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Hilltoppers!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Looking for the two-point try. He wants to throw it. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Hey, that's a live ball.
And that's unfortunate for the offense. A golden opportunity to walk away with 2 extra points, but you fumble it at a critical juncture in the game. How's this one going to impact this game?
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over there, they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Looking for more room. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we have a final in the Red River rivalry between Oklahoma and Texas in Dallas. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Touch pass on the run. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Rice.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. All kinds of running room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
All right, defense, if they score, it's a wrap. It's over. So we got to find a way. I know the clock's our enemy, but we got to find a way to get a stop, put ourselves in a position we can get the ball with some clock and try to go down and make something happen offensively.
With the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You'd love to get the score right now, but you also want to make sure, if you can, that the clock keeps moving.
So let's do both. Let's run the football, keep it on the ground, run the play clock down, but don't turn away a touchdown. If you're getting close and you can get in, take the 2-possession lead, end this ball game.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll start this drive firing. Coming after it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Hutchinson. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll throw it on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Scrambling away. Sails one into the middle. Pulls it in inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been...
Touchdown, Toppers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. And as we get later in this game, Jesse, you want to keep moving the ball and being aggressive, but don't turn the thing over.
So how about getting the running game going right here, David, on this drive? Let those big fellas up front get some push, bleed the clock, move the chains.
Yeah, no need to get greedy. I know the passing stats and you want to score, but you're right. The clock right now is your friend with a 2-possession lead.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Owls will try to convert on 4th down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Rice rushes to the line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks, gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball with some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Makes the grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Rice.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch.
And they add another touchdown late. Listen, this game's over. We all know that, but they're running the football. It's your job defensively to play physical and try to get the stop late and make sure they don't continue to get in the end zone.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.